Many, many years ago, there was a popular television series titled Mission Impossible, and the plot involved secret government agents who were known as the Impossible Missions Force. Now, here's what would happen every week. There was a mysterious recording that would show up. The agent would listen to it, being informed of his next Mission Impossible. And the recording always had a common phrase: this mission, should you choose to accept it. Well, sales managers, you are now the voice of the recording, because your mission is to get your sales team to accept what might seem like the impossible, selling in this current business environment. So just how do you do that? Well, great coaches have understood this principle for years. Powerful questions will shift somebody's perspective, attitude, which then shifts the actions they take and the outcomes they create. So let's look at a couple of coaching questions you may want to incorporate in your upcoming coaching sessions. Let's talk about self-limiting belief systems. Many sales managers have been managing field salespeople. They've had success running face-to-face meetings, and now their belief system might be, I can't be as effective, I can't be as successful, I'm a face-to-face guy. That's where the magic happens. Now, instead of trying to convince and overcome the objection, ask the powerful questions. Well, let's take a look at your last 5 face-to-face appointments when you were running those. How did you secure those appointments? Now, you're going to hear answers such as, well, I met the person at a trade show and followed up with her with a phone call. I actually made a cold call and the value proposition worked, and I got introduced here and I made a call of introduction. Next question. So, would you consider those outbound phone calls virtual selling or face-to-face selling? And here's where the light bulb will light up, because what the salesperson will realize is that they have been doing virtual selling for years. For some reason, in this COVID-19 environment, we are all looking at virtual selling as if it's a new skill. We've been doing it for years. And the next question you might want to ask is, what's the real difference between walking into somebody's home office, connecting with a face-to-face video, versus a physical corporate office? And you know what you might find out? There's not that much difference, because great selling is always about great conversations, and both can happen on video and in person. Let's take a look at helping your sales team realize they've got what it takes, because many salespeople don't recognize that they've been through adversity before. They've achieved difficult goals. So what you want to do in your next coaching session is ask the salesperson those questions. What's the biggest adversity you've overcome? Hardest goal you've achieved? And then have them write down the tactics and strategies they use to achieve those goals. Next question. How many of these same tactics and strategies can be used today to help you be effective in this environment? What this will do is help the salesperson recognize, I've got what it takes to do what looks like the impossible. Sales managers, your job is to help your sales team see the impossible become a possibility. I'm Colleen Stanley, President of Sales Leadership. Thanks for joining me today.